Two new Ferdinand Signs will feature artwork by a Forest Park 8th grader. The Jasper City Council holds its monthly meeting. And in sports, Kurt Duxell talks with Northeast Dubois basketball coach Terry Friedman about the matchup with Jasper. These stories and more coming up in 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bill Potter, and this is the WJTS News. This morning, the Dubois County Commissioner suspended Dubois County 911 Director Janice Love for a week without pay. Love's suspension follows an incident in the early hours of January 30th when a tornado warning was issued for the southeastern part of the county while an early morning thunderstorm was taking place. The 911 dispatchers at the Dubois County 911 Communications Center tried to sound the emergency weather sirens, but nothing happened. The National Weather Service canceled the warning a short time later. It eventually was discovered that a technical glitch prevented the sirens from sounding. The commissioners concluded that it is the director that is ultimately the one responsible for the glitch not being discovered sooner. The suspension will be in effect March 11th till the 15th. The Jasper City police officer suspended just last week is seeking a hearing in regards to his future with the department. Last Tuesday, the Jasper Board of Public Works suspended 44-year-old Officer David Drew, a 10-year member of the department, with pay while the board goes through the process to terminate his employment with the city. Drew has the right to request the hearing, which was made on Monday. The date of the hearing has not yet been set. However, by statute, it must be held within 30 days of the request. Drew has been on medical leave since December. The hearing will take place before the Public Works Board and likely will be in a private session. The board must conduct its final action on the matter during a public meeting. Jasper Police Chief Michael Bennett recommended Drew's termination last week based on information obtained through an internal police department investigation, as well as information obtained by the Indiana State Police, which has conducted an investigation into allegations regarding Drew's conduct. Drew has been an officer with the department since 2003. In that time, he has had at least 4 other disciplinary actions taken against him. In one of the quicker meetings in recent memory, last night, the Jasper City Council was provided with a report from Jasper Utility General Manager Bud Hauersperger based on information shared in Monday night's meeting. Mayor Terry Signs inquired about the painting of decorative light poles along Main Street. Hauersperger told Signs he intends to look into different options for the poles. Also, Hauersperger informed the council that the electric committee would meet next Thursday to come up with a bid for Midwest Independent Transmission Systems Operator Incorporated. The Utility Service Board approved participating in the bidding process for the company on Monday. Hauersperger informed the council that Midwest Independent Transmission would be changing how the utility department would determine the payments to electric providers. Jasper currently receives about $119,000 a month for providing 13.6 megawatts capacity to the group. Hauersperger says the Utility Service Board will have to submit a bid by March 10th.
Now they're kind of changing their format. Instead of doing a calculation to come up with that, they are wanting people to bid in an auction format on how much they want to make. But then the way it's going to work is, it's kind of hard to explain, but as people bid in, once it gets up to wherever they think the capacity needs to be, whatever the highest bid was, in order to reach that capacity amount, everybody will get that price that bid lower than that. If you bid higher than that, they call it a clearing price, then you won't get anything. So that's what we're in the process of trying to determine what that price we want to go in on, because the power plant is going to be operational based on our lease agreement with Jasper Clean Energy Center. So if it's going to be operational, we might as well get us a payment for it. It's just the projections have been all over the place as far as what this auction is going to do from a capacity payment standpoint.
During Monday night's utility board meeting, Harrisburger compared the potential for power capacity payments to gambling. They bid on the cost per megawatt for future consideration as a provider. According to Midwest Independent Transmission, all bids will be considered until they reach their expected capacity, starting from the lowest cost bid. Once they reach their capacity, the highest bid required to reach that amount will then determine how much they pay for the electricity to all accepted bids. Any bids above that cost will not be considered. The committee is made up of 3 utility board members, including Utility Services Board Chairman Wayne Sheeter, members Ken Sindelwick and Alex Emmons, also City Councilman Earl Schmidt, Mayor Terry Seitz, Electric Distribution Manager Jerry Sheeter, Electric Generation Manager Wendell Toby, and City Attorney Renee Kabrick. Harrisburger told the council that the Indiana Municipal Power Agency and Midwest Independent Transmission have reported a possible shortage in electric capacity in the area by 2016. Also last night, the Jasper City Council approved an application by Zach Leinenbach of Leinenbach Heating and Cooling for a gas contractor's license. Leinenbach passed his written test with a score of in the 90 percentile range. The state requires a minimum passing grade of 70%. 2 new Ferdinand Signs will feature artwork by a Forest Park 8th grader. Amy Tresh received an exciting birthday present on Tuesday. It was then that the 8th grader from Forest Park Junior-Senior High School found out it was her design that was chosen to grace 2 new Welcome to Ferdinand signs. Tresh designed the winning sign in the town of Ferdinand's contest to create welcome signage at the town's north and south entry points. There were approximately 20 entries in the contest, which was spearheaded by community volunteer Allie Meyer and Ferdinand Elementary student Cassidy Anderson. It was Anderson that originally approached town officials about the lack of welcome signage late last year. The 14-year-old Tresh says she too felt the town was in need of new welcome signs and thought it would be a fun experience to enter the contest.
I'm not very interested in art. I'm not the best at it either, but I thought that this wouldn't be too hard and that it just sounded fun. So I decided to just draw up a design, and I drew an outline of the town because our town's famous for the monastery and then the church. So I drew up the town and then just our Ferdinand, Indiana logo, and then it says welcome to Ferdinand and visit us for a day, join us for a lifetime, because that's Ferdinand's motto.
The entries were judged by Town President Ken Seacard, Ferdinand Chamber of Commerce member Pat Miller, and Diane Hopinjans of the Ferdinand Tourism Commission. All 3 had a difficult task in choosing a winner from the stack of entries by Ferdinand youth in grades K through 12. Seacard said the signs are all pretty important and visible piece for the community. Quite literally, the first thing that residents and visitors alike will see as they enter the town. The judges chose senior Kelly Wire's design as a runner-up to also be incorporated into the future sign. Wire's design includes the Ferdinand logo similar to Tresh's design. Ferdinand Town Manager Mark Stezik says the next step in the signage process is to have the designs recreated digitally and to begin the permitting process with the Indiana Department of Transportation. Stezik says the current Southside Ferdinand sign and the flagpole will remain until further notice. The 2 winning designs will be viewed by going to the town's website at www.ferdinandindiana.org. Financial aid professionals will volunteer at Vincennes University Jasper campus and 40 other sites across Indiana this Sunday to help college-bound students and their families open the door to financial aid during College Goal Sunday. Volunteers will be in the computer labs in the new classroom building at VUJC beginning at 2 p.m. The free program is designed to assist Indiana students seeking undergraduate admission to a college or technical school in 2013 in filing the free application for federal student aid. The FAFSA is required for students to be considered for federal and state grants, loans, and scholarships at most colleges, universities, and vocational technical schools nationwide, and must be filed by March 10th for one to be eligible for state aid. At College Goal Sunday, students and their families can get free help and file the form online. To make filing the FAFSA easier, volunteers walk through the form line by line and answer families' individual questions. Again, College Bowl Sunday is this Sunday at Vincennes University Jasper campus at 2 p.m. in the new classroom building on the southeast corner of the Jasper campus. The Indiana Utilities Committee is preparing to vote on a proposal that could insulate Indiana ratepayers from any hikes stemming from a deal the state inked with the builders of a coal-to-gas plant in Rockport. Consumer advocates and major energy consumers are hoping the measure will increase how often Indiana Gasification LLC would have to dip into an escrow account to pay back ratepayers for any rate hikes caused by the contract. But executives with Indiana Gasification and its New York-based parent company have said the measure could cause them to cancel the $3 billion project. The Rockport plant would convert coal to synthetic natural gas and sell it to the state over 30 years. But a court battle and legislative wrangling have placed that deal in question for this year. Weather, sports, and tonight's WJTS Inform featuring Elliot Engler discussing a new Dubois County Toastmasters Club and how you can join are still to come on 18 WJTS News.